Man, thank you so much for joining us and interviewing. Man, just tell us a little bit about who you are, kind of what you do.
Well, I'm Jackie Tucker, and I volunteer at the Sherwood campus in South Augusta in the Clothing Closet Ministry.
I'm Bill Shank. Been coming to Journey for about 12 years now, and one of the main areas I serve in is Second Saturday in the food bank.
So you mentioned Second Saturday. That is actually where we at the Evans campus every second Saturday of the month give food and clothes to people who need it, who come to receive it, all of our guests. And so that's what Second Saturday is. So every time we refer to that, you'll know what that is. But also, when it comes to Second Saturday, what happens here? Like what kind of stuff, how do we serve the community here?
Well, we go to Golden Harvest Food Bank, pick up food. It comes in on pallets, and volunteers come and we unload the food and break it down, and we service about 140 to 150 clients that are in need of food assistance.
That's good stuff. Now, you mentioned Clothing Closet, the whole campus at South Augusta. Can you just kind of share with us a little bit about kind of what happens there, what the ministry does there, what impact it makes?
Sure. So we gather and collect donations, and the donations may be clothing, shoes, and then we sort through them, and we set up that care center like a boutique. It is beautiful. We have a group of volunteers that come in. We sort through them again, very organized, just a beautiful facility, and we're very proud of it.
That's awesome. And they volunteer here during the week, not just we do it on second Wednesday, correct?
Correct.
So when we say second Wednesdays, just to clarify, that is at our South Augusta campus, the Sherwood campus.
Correct.
Every second Wednesday of the month in the afternoon, we open up our doors and we let people come in and receive food per family. And we give them toiletries as well if they need them. And then what you're over.
So we have a couple of opportunities throughout the week for people to get involved and volunteer. Mainly right now, I'll probably need people on Thursday afternoons to volunteer. From, I think it's 4:30 to 6 o'clock, and they would sort through the clothing items, put them out, organize and straighten up. We also have opportunities at this campus to volunteer on second Wednesday. That's where we open up the facility. We get to love on our guests. We escort them back to our little boutique, and they have a personal shopper. We just follow them around, collect their garments. It's all free of charge. And through that process, we get to know them. We get to love on them. We get to know their families. We get to know their needs and their struggle. And because of that, we've had several people decide that they're going to call Journey their home. I think a lot of times our guests are overwhelmed that we can love them so well and truly care about them. And honestly, that's just the love of Christ that we're exuding. And once we meet their physical needs and they know that we care for them, then it opens the opportunity to share Christ with them. And that's
awesome.
That's really what it's all about.
Not only does it help people with food assistance in need, but we're told to be the hands and feet of Christ. And to do that, you have to get outside of the building and engage the community. And that's one way we can be an outreach and an extension of Christ in the community.
And obviously we do it to engage people in the process of knowing Jesus Christ, which is the why behind everything we do here. Mr. Bill, what would you say are maybe a couple of the biggest needs for this particular ministry?
Well, obviously, the food that we distribute, we've got that pretty well covered, but volunteers, people that are willing to reach out to the community and just show the love of Jesus to the people that come and that we serve.
Probably the biggest needs here are tennis shoes that are in really good shape, men's clothing, and undergarments. Undergarments are probably one of the biggest requests that we have and often run out of first.
Okay. And how do you see that we can pray for this campus, the ministry that happens here, just day in, day out, week in, week out?
I think the biggest prayer would be that we would just have eyes to see them as Christ does. A lot of people that come here are broken, they're hurting, they're in need, they're desperate, and for us just to come along and put our arms around them, hug them, pray over them, just to love on them.
Amen.
I think just pray not only for the community itself and the people in need, but that God will prompt people to come and be a part of this ministry.
Yeah. I want to ask how people can actually get involved, like if they're interested in doing that.
Well, they can show up on the second Saturday. They can help us break down food, put it in the bags, deliver the food to the cars of the guests. They can donate clothing to our clothes closets. Those are some of the ways they can get involved.
Yeah, and I also think some of the coolest things that happen here, two things, is one, we actually have prayer partners that walk out to the car with our guests and pray for them as they're leaving, just whatever they need prayer for. And another cool thing I think is that we have families can serve. It's not just for adults, but you can bring your kids, and your kids can push a cart, and they love doing that, by the way, but they can push a cart and fill up all the grocery bags, and they can come and serve as well. So I think that's pretty cool. So obviously we believe God's working at this South Augusta campus at Sherwood. If somebody wanted to get involved in the care center where we give food, where we give clothes, all those things, how could they kind of get involved, maybe during the week, or how could they get involved on the second Wednesday of the month?
Okay. There are lots of opportunities, especially on second Wednesday. We probably served 70, 80 guests here last Wednesday, and each guest has a personal shopper if they choose to shop in the clothing closet. So I'm always in need of people to come and to be a personal shopper. Also on Thursday afternoons, we have a gal here, Molly, that sorts through and organizes, and if you'd like to come and work on that, that would be great too.
Man, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to share with us today and to share your heart too, because it's from your heart that you do these things, and just for everything that you do. We appreciate
Well, you're
you.
welcome. It's a joy to do.